I don't know any girl who, like, when they go into an arranged marriage thinks they're gonna get kidnapped and assaulted. No one knows they're getting into that.
You would be surprised. And she starts walking away.
Well, I'm gonna continue and follow them. Almost stronger than you think.
As you're leaving, you hear her just whisper kind of, the goddesses were right.
And I shout after Carlo. We should probably just go to the orphanage. They're supposed to
You
help
don't know
us.
that's an orphanage.
Cool. So when you guys run into me outside, that was when I had met Elle. And
Yes.
you guys come on out.
You were walking, we caught up with you.
were
We're
going to
catching
G's.
up with you.
Yeah, and you were going to G's.
Hey guys, look.
Yeah, who is that?
And kind of, you get like that.
Hello, hooded woman.
You see, like, she kind of looks up and you recognize, like, that quarter of the face. Like, it looks just like Elle.
Oh, hey, Elle. I was wondering when we'd run into you.
She may or may
Please don't die.
she may or may not actually be Elle, and she definitely doesn't talk.
Wait, why don't you talk? You know, you don't have to answer that. It's not important.
I think she wants us to go to G's house, but I also hit my head really hard when the carriage crashed, so I don't know.
Well, Elle, do you know a safe place where we can take Alma?
Okay, then we'll follow you
She just points.
What are you pointing at?
Just in the distance.
in a direction.
Let's go that
Let's go
direction.
that direction.
I'd like to add that the drag line of my dude that I'm carrying
like double
comes
back.
into town, and then you see it kind of turn back toward G's house, and then it stops
And turns
heads
back
this
around.
way.
Anyone trying to track our movements is going to be so confounded.
Go holds up Roa's perfume and brings up that we were still planning to do that. Are we still doing that tonight?
Yeah, absolutely. We just need to drop Alma off first.
How about I'm gonna split up. I'm gonna split the party. I'm the worst. I'm gonna leave. It'd probably be better if you didn't go anyway, Carter.
Why not me? Why am I not going?
Intent.
But the perfume's supposed to hide our intent.
Yeah, but he already knew and read your intent. Your killing intent, as it were.
Then I will let Ivan play with the new guy.
Excuse me.
We'll edit that out.
You say that. I'm gonna leave it specifically because you said we're gonna edit that out.
Awesome.
No, we're, so I'm gonna take the perfume, I'm gonna spritz myself down, I'm gonna rub dirt all over myself so it looks like I was out in the woods gathering the herbs.
Cool.
Awesome.
And I'm gonna head to the apothecary.
And we're gonna
You guys have fun, bye!
we're gonna keep following Elle.
You don't think we'll regret this decision, do you?
No, it'll go fine. We'll catch up with her or him or them. What are we calling Go now?
It's a
Go.
great question. Go.
We'll catch up with Go after we drop off Alma and maybe tie up. What do you want to call him?
Also go. Everyone's named Go now.
Okay, so we'll drop off Alma and tie up also Go, and then we will go and chase after Go. That was a lot of goes. I'm mildly impressed.
So, the quoted Elle guides you to this broken down home, and you hear footsteps inside, and you see that the two girls that you got out of the carriage where anything happened, Olivia and Meg, are out there, and she just runs up and she just like hugs them. When that happens, her hood falls off, and you can see that the right half of her face is just completely scarred, and like there's her eyes shut. It's probably not even there anymore.
Jeez. But hey, look, I did a good thing. I got them to a safe place. I'm mildly impressed. That never happens. Anyway. So, where am I putting her?
She kind of like gestures you to hand her over.
Can you carry her?
Like nothing. Like she just slowly goes up the stairs and goes into the house.
Okay, cool. Ivan would like a turn at carrying also Go.
Hand you his ankle.
And I shift to Ivan for however many rounds. I grab his ankle and then drag him around the back of the house, mildly shocking him throughout the walk. Just annoying. Just really annoying. And we tie him up in the back. Is there anything we can tie him to?
There's some trees. There's like an old stable kind of thing.
All right, and Ivan will tie him up to inside. We'll go inside the stable. So we go inside the stable, tie him up to like one of those like divider support beams as I gesture, jerk off motion. tie him up to that, and I'm like, all right, all right, we'll deal with him later. Let's go chase after Nut. Also go.
I'm glad that joke is backfiring horribly.
So you get to the apothecary, and it's creepier from the outside because it's dark.
Right. Greenhousey and okay.
Yeah.
I knock on the door.
Nothing.
I open the door and I peek my head in. Hello? Hello?
Still nothing.
Okay. Well, Go goes in. Go. Lost that joke. Damn. Anyway, Go goes in, and yells, "Hello? Come on. I've got those herbs."
Herbs. You're kind of like shuffling kind of thing, and you can hear that he came from like a back room area, and it looks like he'd just been asleep. Oh.
On the floor?
Yeah. Or somewhere. Who knows?
Hey. Oh god, I'm sorry. I didn't realize how late it was. I was out in the woods gathering these herbs all by myself.
You sound so fake.
No, I was out in the woods by myself gathering these herbs for you.
No, you're fine. You gonna reach out? Thank you.
You're welcome.
And he starts like kind of plucking things. He starts grinding them.
Mm-hmm. So what's that tea do anyway?
Hasn't been made to a tea yet.
Oh. This will help with your sniffles, right? That's what I said.
Oh, I just kicked Terry's foot.
In the really tender spot.
Yeah.
So I'm gonna put that over there.
I'm sorry.
You got me like right in the bridge.
Yeah.
Bridge? Arch.
Bridge.
The bridge of my...
Anyway.
So you see him, he kind of like wraps it up and it's like in like a little mesh bag and he starts pouring hot water into it.
Ah, tea. I love tea.
Would you like some?
I mean, as long as it's not, like, gonna be all specific to a fire elemental, like, it's not gonna be super spicy, or...
No, it's just an herbal tea.
Okay, sure. I'll drink the
Makes
tea.
one, hands tea. It's great.
Meanwhile, Terry's on the opposite side of the table. Don't drink the tea. I drink the tea.
What the hell? Just choke on it?
Yes.
Some herbs.
Loose herbs, loose leaf tea. Let me just...
What is that noise you're making? Stop it.
Never. So I'm gonna drink the tea.
Okay.
Does anything happen? No?
No,
Tastes good?
just tastes good.
Okay, cool. Good. So... Sorry that the boys aren't here. They had to get home. They were sleepy.
I assume they probably went to G's.
I mean, that's a good assumption.
She's a good person.
So why are you two fighting again?
Differences on opinion and value.
Yeah, I know you guys are like opposites. That's like the general consensus I get from both of you. But, like, specifically, what's the current argument about?
She doesn't really agree with the way things are headed.
Are you talking about, like, at home or work?
Life.
Watching Micah get so frustrated and also Go being frustrated is really entertaining for me.
The way things are being changed and how things are aligning now.
Man, there are some things that are aligning differently, particularly to the benefit of certain people.
Well, you would be fully aware of only how to benefit certain people. It seems that you're only here to help yourself.
I would disagree with that. But then again, I am the one who has the opinion, therefore I am biased. As would someone else who is in power be biased. I learned that from my friend Carlo.
Carlo, like, looks up while we're tying up this
My
guy.
ears are burning.
Just nods.
Either someone just understood a concept of collectivism, or a whale is in danger.
Ivan looks at you. It's probably a whale. I believe they're being hunted in this period. Like, to near extinction.
Anyway.
So he just kind of keeps sipping his tea.
You know, it's weird, because I think, had I had the choice, I would have picked a different element. Funny how that isn't really a choice, and shouldn't be a choice.
Life works in different ways for different people, but what makes you think another element would choose you?
Dick! Bitch! It picks other people. Your employer, for example.
Does it? Or are we just allowing something to happen that will make the rest of the world more grand?
I'm gonna go with no.
He puts down his tea
Mm-hmm.
and just walks past you.
Okay. So you had your tea. Do I get my judgment?
You'll receive a judgment. And you feel kind of like a weird rush hit you. He takes your tea and just kind of like sips a little bit and he spits it out.
No! Asshole! As I'm falling, asshole!
You're not meant to mix the root into the tea. As you land on the ground, you see boots step over to you, and you recognize Remington's voice. Well then.
Go just pass the fuck out.
Meanwhile, Carter and Carlo, Ivan and Carlo are preparing to interrogate.
Sorry, fart.
Fart
Did you fart on his face?
That's not a bad idea. You should fart on his face.
Donate to the Patreon.
No.
And John will fart on your face.
Carlo, do you have any guess? Because someone needs to fart on his face. It's a great opening technique.
Alright, John, think that's really weird, and I don't want to.
Opening salvo, go for it.
I'm not gonna.
That is a fetish. Just warning you.
Is it?
Yeah.
We're gonna turn on some very interesting folk.
I don't want this.
I know, I told you.
Alright.
You're right.
You're right.
Some weird fetishes.
I mean, anything's a fetish.
Did you
can
just
try
Google
on.
it?
No.
Oh, okay.
Anyway, moving on.
Alright.
So, we're going to pick up with the boys back at the orphanage, which is not the orphanage, but is the orphanage.
I heard he did that.
Don't care. Throw back.
Alright. Do you have any of the smelling salts to wake him up?
No,
I really would have expected you to have this.
I don't have any of my stuff.
Oh.
Accent.
What?
It's all over the place.
I know. I'm working on it.
I think we can probably just wait for him to come to. I don't know that it's specifically urgent that we interrogate him. Do you feel approved? Don't we usually feel it when we get approval?
We do.
Have you?
I have not. How long has it been since Goes left?
Good question. How long has it been, Caleb?
It's been about 10 minutes.
It shouldn't
That's
take
it?
that long to get to Apothecary. It's across the street.
Well, 10 minutes since you guys have been here. So she's been gone longer, but it's been 10 minutes since she's been at the house. So it's been about like 30, 40.
Real quick, if you want to shut this down because it's meta-ing, but I feel like it's not. I feel like that's a legitimate...
To be like-
do you think that's okay to be like, Go's been gone a while? Or am I meta-ing that?
That's fine to say that kind of thing. With the actual approval thing, because you didn't turn in the quest, you wouldn't necessarily get the approval, but you're fine.
We don't know that. So.
Yeah.
Yeah, it seems like an unusually long time to spend with someone we don't particularly trust.
I'm just gonna sit over here unconscious on my phone. Bye, guys.
You know what I just realized? We just sent Go by herself to a guy we do not trust as an apothecary. And Go is notorious for just taking drinks. I'm just kidding, that's too much.
That's really meta.
I just really like that joke because I didn't want it to go away.
Notorious, as in one time 6 months ago.
That's notorious.
How many times has that happened to you?
0.
How many times has it happened to your alter ego?
Once.
0 for me. So our overall average is less than 1. Your average is 1.
No! My average is 3.
That's not better!
Go just had a side quest one of those nights where we rolled and slept really hard.
The old lady in the grocery store
Oh my gosh.
at midnight.
Well, we are done here. We are set up. We can interrogate him later. We should probably go check on Go. Also get our approvals just in case we have to be near him to get it. So we should go do this.
I head out.
And like as we leave the barn, it switches back to Carter, and he's walking weirdly fast. And so he picks up the pace, and like the moment he sees that you're kind of like catching up to him, he starts to run.
I also sprint.
So yeah.
I think I'm faster than you.
What's your
your
speed?
movement?
What's your
5.
Mine's a 4.
So yeah, he's faster.
Yeah.
But I'm not gonna hide. Carla just thinks we're racing.
So as you guys are running to town, you hear people you hear shouting, and you see there's smoke.
That can't be good. Where's the
Fire
smoke coming?
rises.
What?
Huh? Oh, sorry.
Where's the smoke
A
coming
whale is in danger.
from? My whale senses are tingling.
It's the block kind of thing, like that strip thing where the apothecary was.
Carter runs faster.
The apothecary is on fire.
I run through the front door of the apothecary.
I'm right behind him.
Okay.
And I'm shouting for Go.
No response, and it's hot. It is dangerous.
I can sense Go, right? Specifically as my team member.
Yep.
We should have done that before we run into the
You don't have
fire.
to roll. I mean.
Oh, okay.
Go's not here anymore.
Okay. Is anyone in here? Do I?
No.
Okay.
Carter is still looking around.
No one's here.
What?
Then
Why?
I just.
And he leaves. Can you sense? You? I don't know that. Never mind. Ignore that. So yeah.
I didn't sense anyone at all.
Shit. Where's Go?
I look for tracks leaving the apothecary.
There are none.
You see the path of that guy you drug around?
No, because there's some people out and about, running back and forth.
I stop someone. Okay, did you see a little girl about this tall, definitely not American,
Little girl.
You're small.
Hold on, that's how he described it.
about this tall, Asian?
Yeah, there was a girl.
Okay, talk faster.
Well, she was taken up to the lab.
Oh my god, it's 1800s Dustin.
Is your name?
He just hits
Wait,
Devin.
opium.
Devin. It's 1800s Devin.
Okay, and I describe Go as accurate as I can. Is that
Oh no, it was a different girl.
what the hell? Did you see anyone that looks like that then? That I just described? Did you see anyone that like that?
Oh, maybe at some point. We've got to try to put out the fire.
Maybe you should put a little pep in your step. Yeah? Cool. Awesome. Carlo, any plans? Any ideas?
I'm already helping put out the fire.
I don't give a fuck about the apothecary.
Our buildings are connected to the apothecary. This is a town.
of a hospital.
I don't care.
We'll have better luck talking to people and figuring out where to go if we help them put out the fire. We can roll the dice and just go up to the lab, but she might not be at the lab. I continue putting out the fire.
Carter grits his teeth and starts helping to put out the fire.
Okay. It's bad. It's all happening, and you get a sense that there's someone behind you using elemental abilities.
I was about to say, so gravity affects all matter. So gravity would affect air, and fire needs air. If I put a gravity well in the middle of the fire, the air, which is very lightweight, would be pulled toward my gravity well, and the fire might get suffocated.
Elementally wise, that's not exactly how that would work. Scientifically, yes.
So go for it.
So no.
Oh.
So who's using elemental abilities? Is there a water? Is G nearby? Okay, G.
You just kind of hear, she's like, move.
Thank you. Can we get anybody? And I start like grabbing random people and describing go and asking if they saw them.
So that's what happened. And you hear like a fan open, and you just hear like sassy walking is basically like that sound effect of like
Sassy walking.
like that metal sound, like there's like dangly chime things.
Lady Gaga's teeth starts playing.
Okay. I'm assuming Roa.
Yeah.
Roa.
Soon I will help with you. I'm going to help with the fire. So you see that G and Ro are both like, she's smothering the flames down, and G is just like, there's water just like being like swashed from all around, like even from the earth, and just wrapping around, just like putting everything out. Is anybody hurt? And she kind of like G runs away, and you see Ro is just fanning herself.
I haven't trimmed my toenails in a while, and they keep cutting into the sides of my toes.
I don't think that's what they meant.
Oh, okay, sorry.
Why did you say that?
You asked if anyone was hurt.
No, that was G running off to actually like to the fire.
Why did you say that?
So G wouldn't have heard that. He just said that to Roa for no reason.
Anyway.
I described go.
She's seen
Just,
go.
I know who your friend is.
Did you saw her recently?
Oh yes, she came into my establishment before you all appeared. Then she left with you. Then she returned back and went into the apothecary.
Yeah, after the apothecary.
After the apothecary.
After the apothecary, she was carried away by two men. She
Where?
should consider herself lucky.
Where? Not lucky. Where?
Oh, they were loading her into a carriage and headed up towards the laboratories.
All right, there we go.
Thank you. And Carter runs off towards the laboratory.
I look around for a horse.
There are none nearby.
All right, I run toward the laboratory.
Gotta get that cardio, boys.
Trying to figure out if Carter or nope, they have the same movement. Although,
Same body, so yeah.
well, some things do change a little. There's slight differences. What?
Nothing.
I heard. Just
No, you didn't.
yes, I
You
did.
heard nothing.
I heard.
Don't worry, Terry. It's
Very-
not that important.
Clearly, that's not the issue here.
You're all right, buddy. It's okay.
Oh my god. So yeah.
There's a reason why one has the shield and one has the spear.
Oh my god. Shut the fuck up.
They wouldn't let Terry pole vault.
Suddenly everything is falling into place.
No, it's not.
So,
We just love fucking with you, Terry. Just go. Get over it.
I'm not. Right. So I
Wow.
run.
You threw that so angrily.
I did.
Your rage was palpable.
so as you guys are kind of running, you hear a horse coming up from behind you.
Oh, and turn around.
It's G.
It's one horse. It's not counting. It can carry all three of us.
She gets in front of you. Stop!
No,
Why?
This won't work.
I don't care about where I have to save go.
What will work?
You have to wait. I know you don't want to hear that, but if you go in at this rate that you're doing right now, Go will die.
Wait how long?
Tomorrow morning, whenever we go into work.
Oh, it's wordplay, because this won't work. Clever.
I understand. This is what you want to hear, but I promise you, nothing will happen to her tonight.
What makes you think that?
There are no researchers or developers on site at night. They all live too far away, and there's no communication form to get them there. Everyone is scheduled. They come in at the same time every day. We get there the same time as them.
How will that plan work if both of them are now aware of who we are and what we're doing?
Are they all aware?
Well, they definitely know about him. And I got a sneaking suspicion they know about Go.
And when he points towards Carter, it's like palpable rage and panic.
They didn't know anything about Go. They wanted to go because the only ones that this works on seem to be women.
Sweet, so it's a coincidental kidnapping. That's fun.
That's not fun. So please, go back. Get rested.
There has to be something else we can do through the night to prepare. What's the plan?
Rest.
When we get there, what's the plan?
I assume you're both really good at improvising.
That's not a plan.
Your task order. Find Go. Stop Con. Get out.
Is there anyone around here that has any weaponry on hand? Because we're kind of fresh out of weaponry.
She kind of looks at you and laughs. Yes. What are you looking for?
Anything. I literally have a shield, and he like pops the shield out, and that can sometimes be a spear, but
What more do you need?
All I've got is my toenails. They've gotten really long because I haven't trimmed them in a while. And I suppose I could kick someone with them, but I should probably have something else.
an axe. He likes axes.
Do you like axes?
My hatchet. Well, I guess I should clarify what I do have left and what disappeared. Because, I mean, I've been using my elemental brass knuckles, but didn't something happen at one point that negated? So I don't want to be in a situation where we can't summon those, because we were. Do I have the onyx brass knuckles that I found when we were back in time at one point?
Yeah.
Cool. And you have your straight razor.
Right. So a hatchet would be cool, or an axe of some kind, just in case something happens where the elements are negated and my brass knuckles are out.
Alright, I can get that.
I can literally use any weapon.
Could you just take us to where you're planning to get the weapons?
No.
Cool. Are you going to give them to us in the morning?
Absolutely.
Fantastic. And Carter turns around and like beelines it towards the abandoned home. And the whole time he's walking there, he's like kind of searching his pockets, just doing an inventory on what he has and if he has any more of his caltrops. And if not,
No.
damn it.
You probably make more out of nails.
Yeah, that was my if not.
I was going to ask her if anything was saved from the apothecary fire, specifically anything that could be used for combat purposes.
She shakes her head. Everything's gone.
Kill. Then last question, do you know anything about these? And I open up and I've got my now 4 vials of gross stuff.
She looks kind of freaked out. No,
Don't touch it.
I don't. She like leans in and they like jump on the glass. Okay.
All right.
Yep. So along the way, do I see like a general store or anything like that along the way back?
There might be one, but it's definitely closed.
Nothing's closed if I'm here.
Well, it's an emergency.
Do you really want to break into the general store?
I kind of do, but
Is
I
it
don't
just for nails? Because
it's just for nails.
We could just take those out of the barn.
Okay, because I don't think sleep's gonna happen. So,
Yeah, I was just going to let you use my razor if you don't have anything else, and you can just pry nails out of the barn.
I will do that, and that's what I'll spend half of my night doing. The other half I'll be making caltrops.
Okay, cool.
I sleep.
So, head back. You sleep, you do all this stuff, yada yada. Next morning happens, and you hear a small carriage thing kind of pull up.
Carter has made D20 or D100.
Let's do D100. Let's
Let's break out these bad boys.
here make 7.
Probably. So I think I can if I get this shit out. Oh my god! There we go. 53. So half that. So
Okay.
25. 25 is
Yeah.
good. 25 is a good number.
Okay.
I like 25.
So it's her.
Cool. I guess before we go, I want to check on Alma and the girls.
Okay. The girls are fine. You see Alma just sitting in a chair and she's just rocking herself.
Are elemental costs back to normal?
Nope.
Okay.
All right, let's go.
Cool.
And I hop into the carriage.
Cool. You guys are going up to the lab.
And I am idly charging the caltrops with, we'll call it positive.
Positive kinetic energy.
Anything we should know that would help us with the current situation? What job are we supposed to be doing?
You're just one of your guys are just her assistants.
Okay.
Pretty much.
What time is lunch?
She kind of shakes her head.
That's actually an important question.
So
when everyone's on lunch, we can get around without being seen.
That's what I meant. Also, is lunch provided?
Funny that you guys think that's a thing. Labor unions haven't happened yet.
Nope.
Then is there like an equivalent? Never mind. You wouldn't know
Exchange?
that. That's not what I meant. I was gonna say fire alarm. If we just start a fire.
Jesus. Okay, so you guys are heading up. She also hands you guys lab coats to put on.
You're not wrong.
You wake up.
Go's turn.
Go's not okay.
And it looks like kind of like a regular room kind of shape thing, but you also there's like a glass like wall, and you can see other rooms like this.
Is there anyone in the other rooms?
There's a couple. There's some girls that are younger than you, and some that are
Do
close
they
to your
look like
age.
the girls that I've seen, or are they different girls?
You recognize a couple of them.
Is there Jennifer?
You don't recognize a Jennifer.
Okay, there's no boys.
There's no boys.
Okay, there's Olivia and Meg. There was an Eleanor in this group.
But the one you see across from you is a girl, Diana Rose.
Diana. Well, I'm gonna tap on the glass and try to say her name through the glass and see if she understands, can hear me through the glass. I don't know if it's gonna be muffled
She's
or...
just sitting up against the glass.
Tap, tap, tap. No response. Completely immobile.
It's almost like she's not there.
I'm gonna start saying things that I know about her to maybe remind her who she is. Diana Rose, you're from a wealthy family. You have a necklace. I don't know where it is. It's pretty. You also have a bird
When you
that's in a cage.
You mentioned the necklace, and you see she kind of puts her hand up, and she just taps her chest 3 times.
There's nothing there though.
No, you can see little
Her necklace
chain.
is there.
Yeah. She just kind of smiles.
Okay.
You see the door open,
No.
and you see
To her room or mine?
yeah her room, and she gets picked up, and she just goes with them she's just.
Goes
fighting.
banging on the door, banging on the window, screaming.
Your door opens next.
No. I get as far away from that fucking door and I'm ready to fight.
You feel no elemental energy able to come through to you.
I'm ready to fight. I don't care that I don't... Wait. I don't need elemental energy for a certain thing. Do I have Cataclysma? Or did they take it from me? They took Cataclysma off of my arm?
You're in just a robe, pretty much.
God damn it. Well, I'm still ready to fight.
Okay, I'll say this. This will probably make you uncomfortable. Your clothes are different, and your hair has been washed.
Oh, that makes me really uncomfortable. It had to be cleansed or something. Ugh.
I guess we just aren't going to avoid appealing to weird fetishists.
Nope.
Not tonight.
You feel your arms be forced behind you,
No, I'm fighting.
I am fighting.
Let me fight. Strength check? Or will it matter?
It won't matter.
I can't roll a 30.
You can't. Yeah, you can't roll.
Pretty
a 30.
much, yeah.
So one of those weird looking dudes walks in, the one that you kind of saw get lifted.
Oh, the ones that are weird and metallic mesh. Like they're a mangled mix of shit. And I don't like them.
And from behind it, you see a person walk around. It's Remington, but he has black hair.
Didn't he have black hair?
Blondish.
Okay.
We good?
Yeah, it just doesn't seem to be doing that thing where it's still zoomed out.
Yeah, I thought I changed it, but I didn't, and by the time I realized we'd already started, so...
Can we just zoom it in? Maybe it'll just keep that frame as it goes?
No, it'll stay where it is. You'd have to move it, which is fine.
At least that way we can see still.
Okay, that sounds good. Anyway. Well, Can I talk still?
Mm-hmm.
I'm gonna spit at him.
Okay.
When
you do, the mesh dude just catches
Ew.
your loogie and just like wipes it on his pant leg.
Goes cursing in Chinese. Extremely. Very foul language. Which
Not
I
very
will...
ladylike.
Not very gentlemanly.
I'm above such concepts.
Are you above my foot up your ass? God. I fucking hate him right now.
So you feel like your body just gets like dragged towards him,
Great.
but you stop like a good distance away. Come with me.
I'm gonna spit again.
That's my girl.
Same thing, like catches it again.
Ugh.
Weird mesh dude. As you're going through, you can see like girls crying in the cage kind of things.
Why would you do this, you sick fuck?
Development.
That is not a good enough reason.
Perhaps if you saw we were developing, you would understand.
No, I would never understand this. Ever.
Well, either way, you'll be getting a front row seat.
Like hell I will.
So you get taken through, it's like some weird door,
This.
things open. You go through, door, you see scientists, you see people, you see...
I scream for help!
Everyone just seems to ignore you. You go through, and remember that room that you first kind of saw with like the weird...
Mm-hmm. The thing that I forgot the name of already. Gyroscope?
Gyroscope?
The
Okay,
gyro.
I was going to call it that, wow.
It's a gyro, I remember that much, yeah.
Gyroscope.
Yeah.
We'll go with it.
Sweet. We did it. High five, everybody.
Remembering.
So it's out there, and you see that they have strapped Diana Rose into it.
No! You let that poor sweet girl alone.
He walks away, and you see him, he goes down further, like actually down, and you're just being held up there by the
The guy.
mesh man.
Steel mesh man. I don't know why that's the name we
By
went
the
with, but it
Mega Man
is.
knockoff villain.
Yeah, mesh man. So he goes down there, he hits a few buttons, and you see it starts slowly turning. Keep a close eye.
I am going to watch because I'm wondering if what happens here is going to be any different than what we saw in the not so 100% true timeline.
So it starts spinning, and you see it does like a weird, like it splits almost.
Like it goes into two.
Mhm.
Right. That's no shock there. Okay.
One of them stops and then keeps going.
Okay. What happens with the one that stops?
When it stops, it's identical to Diana Rose.
Is she okay?
But there's two of her.
Well, yes. Both of them stopped? I thought one kept
stopped.
going.
One that stopped right now, she's one that's like breathing and she seems normal.
Okay.
The other one slows, stops, and you see that she looks real withered.
Okay. They're splitting people.
It releases her and she just falls directly to the ground. She's still breathing.
But that's not okay. I don't care what you're doing.
Are you paying attention?
You made two girls. One's weak, one's normal.
No. I made one girl and you see like the younger looking just like throws her hand in the other Diana Rose who gets like slammed into the wall. And one goddess.
Don't make me do a remember who you are speech right now. I'll fucking do it, Diana. Go starts trying to remind her again. Doing the same spiel. You are Diana Rose. You have a family.
The one that's a real Diana Rose is the one's getting the shit kicked out of her.
I know, and I'm trying to instill shit in her. But this is essentially what happened to Alma.
The I'm gonna call it the better version of her walks over and you see like she like her arm just kind of like weird like wibbles. And
So
then,
they can't hold it.
and it starts melting.
No one is staying solid. It's unstable. That's the word. An unstable conjugate. Or chemical or state.
Thing.
There's lots of ways to say this. Okay.
And so someone walks over, they grab Diana again, and they put her back in the machine.
No!
They turn it on, and this time even the machine sounds like different. And she just begins to shriek.
I yell for them to stop. I scream.
He turns the machine up higher.
I'm not screaming. The only reason I'm not actually screaming is because I'd blow out the microphone.
So you can see he pushes everything up to like the max, and it's going super fast. So you can even feel like air like pulling from it. You see these
I
like,
still don't have any elemental ability.
glass tubes up top. They fill with like a weird color thing, and then they just like work their way back down. You see it drops her body. She hits, and then she just like evaporates pretty much.
All of her?
Except for her necklace.
Why? Go screams. Why? Go is limp. Hell, like, he's holding my arms. Goes like limp.
You hear Remington walking up to you.
No, duh.
You look up and see he's holding like a little glass of something.
Go lifts her head. What is that? What is that?
Even has a rose smell, and he drinks it.
Sick son of a bitch. Are my legs at all?
Oh, you're like so angry you've gotten to the point where you're just like collapsing, like just like that shaking.
But like, was I standing or am I just like lifted?
You were standing initially, but as it happened, he just kind of like having to hold you more because you were just.
So angry, yeah. No, I
When that
agree.
happens, you feel like an elemental pulse come from him.
Okay.
A fire elemental.
So he's distilling people down to goddess form, then redistilling it into something he can consume. One might say he is a living, walking, breathing consumer. You know, instead of a consumed.
Yes.
Like the exact opposite, like as opposed to the thing that feeds on the elemental as opposed to an elemental who is being eaten.
Yeah, that's terrifying.
He is like the parasite itself. No wonder we have to get all our approvals. Go has put that together at least, finally.
Cut to you guys. So you guys get brought up into the area and you see people are sketching like, who are these guys? They're my assistants. Didn't you just get assistants? I needed more. And she just kind of carriages her way through.
Nice. Well, is the layout of the lab look about the same?
Yes, that's the other thing is you don't know where anything is in the lab because you were just taken from room to room. Right. So it looks almost the exact same.
Okay. Then I have a general idea as to where they would be taking people. That stupid gyroscope. So the moment we're inside, I kind of gesture towards the door that leads to that with Carlo. And I look towards L. I say, L, are we good to go?
L or G?
Sorry, G. G. Sorry, I missed. I look towards G. I'm like, G, are we good to go?
Yes, you are cleared to go to the next floor to gather those materials I told you.
Super duper. And I go into that room.
Okay.
I look at Carter and say, I didn't hear what she told us to get.
The materials that we needed. And so I go in through that door, and I'm like beelining it for that gyroscope because I feel like if I can destroy that thing before anything starts, then I'll do that.
Okay. So
that's exactly what we would have done if we came last night, and she didn't want us to come last night because we were going to fail if we did.
Right.
If we just do the exact same thing this morning, aren't we also going to fail?
I don't know. But that's my best plan of finding Go. That's where I know that they'll be taking her. At the very least, we could hide there until they show up. Ambush?
All right.
I don't know. Do you have a better plan?
I thought, is there something on the second floor that we were supposed to get to help us win, or what?
I don't think so.
She sent us to the second floor specifically. I head up to the second floor. Can I roll a perception?
yeah.
I follow.
11.
You go up there and it's like an office area.
Okay.
Oh, that's a 6, 7, 18.
18. So you're like, okay, office, but the thing you see on the desk, there's like a weird.
Sorry. That's a 20.
You see like a part of it looks like the desk has been pushed down.
Huh. Okay, I go to that desk.
Okay.
I examine that area, see what I find.
You're not sure why it looks like that. You're just like, what the fuck? but you can tell that it's lowered for some reason.
Yeah. Okay. So I check the drawers and stuff.
Okay. They open. Nothing in them.
Okay.
The office is full of stuff, but the desk is empty.
Okay.
Do I see the desk now too?
Mm-hmm.
I try to raise that portion of the desk up to be level with the rest of it.
Okay. You can feel that it can raise, but it needs to be like clicked into that position.
Okay.
I wiggle it.
I click. Is there any like latches in the bottom or something? That needs
No, it looks almost like a button press.
Okay.
I push it.
Okay. So you do, and the actual bookcase slides open.
I stand back so that anyone on the other side of the bookcase won't see anyone. Well,
Okay.
except Carter.
Yeah.
There's no one in there, and it looks all eerily think like that underground tunnel for the nuns.
Oh, cool. Let's go in there.
Cool. What do I have on me? Is it dark?
No, it's lit up. It's the exact same. There's even the monitors.
Okay. I go in. Is there a way for me to shut the door behind us?
It just closes behind you once you walk in.
Super duper. So now we have no choice but to go this way.
Should we ask the monitor lady for help?
I was gonna do that. I walk
Alright.
over. I push the button on the monitor. I touch the monitor.
Ding ding.
Why is there an elevator?
It's not an elevator. It's the touch screen.
It's a touchscreen computer.
Why is there that technology still?
Science.
I'm so confused.
Energy.
This
Elementals.
place exists outside of time.
Remember, I mean, you just saw him turn on the actual gyroscope machine with levers and actual like configurations.
Like old school, like
Yeah.
Hi.
Some parts.
If I remember right, you're relatively helpful.
It just flicks on and it shows a video recording of from behind you guys.
No, that's not helpful.
Like behind, like just literally the place we just walked through.
No, behind you, like in the hallway.
So, like from the perspective of behind us and on
It's
us.
On you guys are looking at a video of the back of your guys' heads.
I turn around to look at that.
I think they know we're here.
Great. And I switch to Ivan very briefly and shock the camera to fry it out, and hopefully I can fry out a little bit more than just that camera.
Cool.
And I just keep on moving.
Yeah, I head down the hallway behind him, and I am watching behind us to see if anyone is coming up on us.
And yeah, as we're walking, I put my shield out just for safety's sake.
For shits and the giggle.
For the giggles and the shits.
So you guys are going through, and you end up above a room that's filled with like these weird like stacked room kind of things that have like stairs next to them and flat plateaus that have glass paneling on them, where you can see inside. You can see that there are like girls in these rooms.
Do I see Go?
You do, and you see Go get carried out and taken somewhere.
I look around for a button that maybe opens up all these doors.
There is not.
I figured there wouldn't, but it was worth a shot.
So as you're going through this kind of thing, you see like the lights kind of flicker for a moment.
That happened the last time they fired up the machine, right?
Yes.
There's no sound kind of thing. You hear some banging from somewhere. You see the lights flicker again. You hear this shrieking sound.
I am starting to panic, and I move towards that sound.
Okay. So you pretty much find like a weird like cut through of like an observatory kind of deck.
Mm-hmm.
And you see at that brief moment, you recognize Diana Rose. You as well, but because that's one that was there with a little girl. Like you remember her face like the most recently kind of thing. You see her shriek kind of thing, and you see like just her body just fall and disintegrate. And you guys have a better view. So like that tube kind of thing I mentioned, you witness it going up, curling it, and it comes out to another machine and kind of like pours this weird liquid into a glass that you see a man with black hair grab from behind.
Okay.
So once again, you see you walk down and you see Go just like shaking. See him drink it, and you just see her like yell.
Can I break through the ceiling?
You cannot.
Is there a stairway down?
There is not. It's just an observatory area.
Then I guess we keep moving down the hall that we came through, and I'm gonna run.
I'm also running.
So you do, and you can hear Go shouting, like kind of echoey kind of thing.
Yeah. Panic rising, but trying to find a way down.
Cool.
Actually, before we ran off, I think I'm gonna kick that Do we have access to that tube that had the liquid?
No.
Damn. Never mind then.
So,
I was gonna pee in it.
you guys are running out kind of thing, and now we cut back to you. You know, he walks over and puts his hand like on your chin and like lifts your face.
I fucking jerk away. Because fuck that.
You know, normally I don't like running the machine too much in one day. You are already down here. And you start being dragged towards the machine.
I'm gonna fight. I'm gonna fight as hard as I fucking can, even though I know it won't do anything, and I'm gonna roll for it. Nope.
4.
Fits.
I was hoping for a nat 20. You never know.
Yeah, you never know.
So you get strapped into the machine and you start getting raised up.
Is there anything I can do now that I'm in the machine and not physically being held?
It's almost okay. So it's gonna be kind of.
I still have no elemental ability.
no ability, and whenever you get clamped into the machine, you feel that it like snags into you.
Is it anything like puppet strings?
Yep. I know. Mike is.
I will rip it out of my fucking skin.
It's a 1.
No!
The
We
botch.
knew I was gonna botch.
So you guys break it through this bottom shelf kind of area of like the doorway.
Go's about to die.
Carter's coming. Okay.
I mean, kinda. Not really, but...
So you guys come in, you see the machine start stirring, and it doesn't do like the quiet version. It's automatically that angry wiring
ramp.
noise.
Because
Yeah.
it shouldn't be running. Being run
Well,
more than
because
once.
I'm an elemental.
Oh, great.
She wasn't. He had to align her first.
Okay. So just real quick layout of this room. You have the gyroscope. Goes inside the gyroscope. There's Remington and then the other dude, and that's it.
Yeah. So we're gonna do this a little. So this is like the actual like secondary plateau kind of thing where all the machinery is.
Are we gonna get to what happened? Because that was me trying to rip out. Okay, we'll
Yeah,
talk
we'll get
about
there.
that later.
Gyroscope thing over here, main circle kind of elevator thing. You guys enter from this angle, just the dudes right here. Over here is a machine that's being turned on, and it's on the second floor.
Mm-hmm.
And then there are multiple like meshmen,
Sure.
and there's kind of like stationed in random places.
Okay. Where's Remington?
Up here with the machine. He's on the second floor, kind of thing.
Okay.
So there's no control panel on this first floor at all?
No.
Okay. Then, seeing where Remington is, seeing where Go is, I look to Carlo and ask him if he will. I shout, "Can you give me a boost?" Basically, can you gravity well me, but anti-gravity me to the second floor?
Yes.
Okay. So I run up and I'm assuming that you kind of like maybe like lace your fingers to like launch me,
Okay.
and I just plant my
18
foot
damage.
firmly in your feet, and I try to work with you to launch myself into the air.
That's a 14.
And
For
that
throwing him or lifting him?
with
gravity.
gravity assisted to lighten me so I can reach the second floor. And I rolled an 18.
It'll
For
work
agility.
kind of. Because you're doing it on an ally in a situation kind of thing. You're going to get up there. You are going to get very sick.
That's fine. I'm willing to do what I need to do.
Okay.
So I rolled an 18 for I'm guessing agility, so 21 to be able to maintain my balance and land.
Gymnastics.
Then 18 straight. So I land, and in that moment of landing, all that electricity that I've been using and slowly building up throughout basically I've never done the thing. I think I'm going to force the storm to happen
Okay.
as I land. So I'm gonna land like a lightning bolt, I think, and it's just kind of fucking cool.
Okay, so when this happens, typical lightning colors are like yellows, oranges.
Mm-hmm.
This one hits and it is blue-green. Cool. And just like radiates around, but it ricochets away from the control panel.
But does it hit Remington?
No. But it hits the mesh things around, and this is spinning faster.
Okay.
Another 8.
Okay,
Go's not doing so well.
I know.
Who is my closest mesh man?
You're on the bottom floor over here.
Mhm.
The 2 over here.
So the 2 I couldn't reach with my lightning.
How far can I gravity? Can I grab one of them with gravity?
That's too far away.
Wait, how close do I need to get to gravity?
It's about like a 3-foot radius at max away from you.
Wow. Okay. Then I'll just run over there and grab one of them and throw him into the machine.
Okay.
Hoo-hoo-hoo.
You are crazy strong, so if anyone's going to be able to do that, it is going to be Carlo.
Yeah, whenever you roll, he won't fight against you, so...
Fucking Carlo, come on.
That's a 20.
Oh.
That is a natural 20. Finally happened, folks.
Yeah,
In a combat.
So, throw him in, and it just, like, hits the machine. He just gets obliterated, pretty much.
Does it affect the machine in any way?
Does not.
Oh, hey, we're down one more. Hey, that's good.
The one next to him doesn't even react.
Interesting. Did I short them out? I might have shorted them out. That's kind of fun. Then is Remington still standing there and he's just looking at me?
He doesn't even acknowledge your existence.
Then I am going to. I pull out those positively charged caltrops, and I am going to like grab at Remington and try and negatively charge any metal on him.
Okay, so when you reach out for him, you realize there's like a weird like field between you.
Of course there is. And then I'm going if
A hint: it's a heat barrier.
I have no cold or anything to oppose that.
And you hear footsteps.
Oh, motherfucker. And I turn around and I'm looking right at Khan.
Mm-hmm.
Hi, Khan.
Delighted.
And, see, you've made one really grave mistake. And I charge him immediately. You hurt my friend. And, yeah.
Okay, cool. So, these mesh guys aren't going to count in combat. Roll initiative, you two.
Okay.
We'll get to you, Micah.
Huh? What?
Fire.
I don't know what you're talking about. I'm dying.
You are, actually, really quick.
I'm...
Another 2. So 17.
23.
23.
18.
Altogether, 18?
Mhm.
Adding your initiative?
Yeah.
Okay. So, okay. John, you are first.
Can I shout something really quick before we start that?
Yeah.
I yell that Khan is up here and that focus on getting Go out, and I'll keep them busy, basically.
But there's nothing down here that's a control panel or anything.
Mm-mm.
I don't know that.
No, I'm confirming that with him. Can I roll a perception to see what, if anything, I can do?
Yeah, I mean, there's a lot you can, but yeah, you can roll it.
Like, besides fighting the meshmen, there's nothing else down here, right? There's nothing on this floor other than the thing.
Just like the base holding this thing up.
Okay, what is the base of it like?
Bolted down metal.
Have the meshmen done anything at all?
No, they are not moving. They're not.
Just to confirm, did I short them out with...
Yeah, pretty much.
Cool. So I at least helped out that way.
Okay.
I couldn't hit Remington, but
That's actually why they shorted out, because it ricocheted off of him further back.
gotcha. Okay.
And I presume if I were to try to grab Go in any way, gravity or otherwise, she would get disintegrated trying to pull her out.
Yeah. Also, she's strapped into it. Like, there's something on the machine that's inserted itself into her arms. So if you tried to pull her out of it, you're most likely you would either rip her arms off or destroy
It's
them.
similar to what happened with V when she was suspended on the wires.
Oh, right. Yeah.
Do I see the control panel for the thing up on the second floor?
Yeah, you can see it.
I guess I'm going to try to get to that.
Okay.
'Cause the only other option is to stay here and kill the meshmen before...
They come back online. Can you gravity well yourself up?
I don't know.
You can't. It'll make you sick.
Which I am sick, I forgot.
Yeah, that's whenever you actually your first turn. We'll roll for that.
I might lose my first character, guys. Right here on this podcast.
I guess, yeah, I'll try to get to the... Is there a flight of stairs?
Yeah, there's stairs leading up to it.
Cool, I'll use those.
Okay.
And however close I can get to it, can I get to it on one turn?
You can get right up to it, but you can't get up to the machine because there's a heat barrier still.
Which is me charging Con.
Where are Khan and Carter?
Right over here. They're on the second floor.
Can I come up behind Khan?
The stairs only go up to, like, this front area thing, so Khan's over here. There's no stairs behind him unless you go all the way over here.
I think I did go over here because you said the closest mesh, the one I threw in was...
Yeah.
So I was here.
Yeah,
So I could go up these stairs and circle around behind Khan.
Yeah, you can start. I mean, you'd end up to, like, the halfway point.
Cool, I'll do that.
Okay.
And I'm assuming I will see you coming. So I will do everything I can to keep Con focused on me.
Sweet.
Which in this case may be vomiting on his feet.
Yeah. So, Terry, I'm going to roll this one. Call it high or low.
Low.
Nausea, but no vomiting.
Able to still do my thing.
Yeah.
Okay. So I have my shield out, and I will run forward and kind of like shield between us, and then like kind of like jab around the shield.
Okay.
I don't really have but I have that fistful of caltrops. Yeah, I forgot I had that shit. So I have a fistful of caltrops that I'm gonna try and shove in his face.
Okay.
And whether it hurts me or not, like if it hurts both of us, I don't care. But I want to try and distract him and keep him focused on me. So I'm gonna shove a fistful of caltrops into his face. I'm taking a little lesson from Carlo. Look at me go. Eat this.
Or Turbo Murder.
Or Turbo Murder. Or any of
John's character.
John's characters.
Just John.
Just John in general. All right.
That's 5.
That was a 5. What's this?
Brawl.
Brawl?
Technically, right?
2. So 7.
Okay. So, as you're running closer to him, it's almost like that heat mirage kind of thing. He's actually further away from you than when he appeared.
But closer to Carlo. I'm cool.
As far as you can tell. Yeah. So you kind of swing, miss, and he's just like, really?
Look, man, you don't want to deal with my other half.
I think he does. I think your other half definitely wants to deal with them.
Okay. He doesn't do anything.
All right. Will I make it behind him this time? Cool. What I'm going to do is I'm going to try to tackle him off the edge of the balcony.
Damn.
Okay.
So what do I need to do for that?
You're going to roll your gymnastics.
Just do it.
That wouldn't be brawl?
Because you're trying to jump off, push him to the ground kind of thing?
I mean, I guess I could just tackle him. I was just hoping I could tackle him in such a way that we both go off the edge.
Yeah, you want to make sure you don't land and break your body, right?
I'm just going to try to land on top of him.
Okay.
I can do gymnastics.
I mean, it's going to be gymnastics no matter what.
Go for it.
All right.
That was really cool.
16.
So, tackle, land. It's going to be so loud.
Yeah.
Go to the ground. He's just like, ow.
That's all he says.
Cool.
How heavy is Carlo?
He's a big dude.
Cool. Well, we'll see if that affected the heat shield at all.
Do you need to help me take more damage?
No, you're good.
Okay.
Okay. Terry.
Seeing that happen, I check to see if that heat barrier is gone.
You can see it's wavering now, and you see Remington look around and going,
And then I will switch to Ivan. So we will have a roll here. So we have Ivan for 11 rounds.
Okay.
So the shield turns into a lance, and Ivan, seeing the situation down there, is going to the cuddle puddle is going to do his lancer thing and jump off and come down with his lance and try and dragoon. I'm hoping that
he's still on top.
I'm assuming you don't cover him completely.
That would be... I mean, I tried to land on top of him.
Oh, right.
Are you not going after the thing?
I can't. The
Okay.
shield's still there, so we need to deal with
Okay.
Senior Khan first.
Um,
So I will actually yell for you to get out of the way, and the moment that he is not in the way, I'm going to jump.
Would I need to roll reflexes on that?
Yes, and since it's out of turn for you, it's going to be a higher difficulty.
Cool.
Go for it.
Will that be balanced out by the fact that he's warning me?
It's still an out of turn thing.
Okay. It's a 20.
So it's much like almost like an instinct kind of thing, where it's like internally, it's like this is what's going to happen, and so you move and you land. You pretty much impale right into his chest.
Cool. And so like when I land, I do that friggin' dragoon style, even though I don't really like dragoons, but I do it dragoon style where I like kind of like brace my feet on it, so like really impact in. And so what's that? A D12?
Yeah.
Damage. Plus. Oh, I'm Ivan now. There we go. Is that strength or?
Yeah, that'll be
Melee.
strength in the situation. Okay. Technically it's weight, but
They're the same. So. Like I said. Oh, fucking course. So 9 points of damage. And I'm gonna leave him impaled by it.
yeah, you're good. I added an aggro for that reason. I assume so.
Sweet business. And insert Russian slam here.
Wow, not feeling creative, are ya?
No, I'm not. I'm trying to remember. There's a word I learned specifically for a situation like this, and I can't remember it. So
My God.
Sorry.
I'm trying to stretch.
I'm very tense over here, man.
yeah, I bet.
Okay.
You roll for me really quick. Just roll a d20.
Okay, don't fail me now. What is that?
7.
No, it's fine. You're good. It's almost like in your mind the machine is slowing down, but you know it's not.
I've just been looking at it for so long that it looks slower than it should be.
Your vision kind of like does that weird like in and out kind of thing.
Yeah, but I'm fine.
You're fine,
Caleb says.
and you can like feel like you know what, you can feel a hand on your shoulder.
Hmm?
You ever wonder what it's like being trapped inside the body of a consumed? It's kind of like this.
Is that Rufus? I haven't heard from him in so long. He's been gone the whole time we've been here.
Don't worry, we'll get you out.
Save me, Rufus.
Save me.
Save me.
But you're not gonna like what's gonna happen though.
Okay. I'm ready. Okay. It's my turn, apparently.
We'll get to cinematic stuff with you in a minute.
Great.
John?
I'd like to run back upstairs and see if the heat shield is down now.
Shield is down, Remington is gone.
Good. Okay.
Okay.
Do I need to roll technology to shut the thing down?
Yes.
Fucking do it, man. Oh my god.
I don't know how.
Oh yes!
That's an 18.
Rolling rocks over here. My anxiety is through the fucking roof right now.
It was Micah, but then the curse kicked in.
It was, but then the curse of bad
So you're
dice
just like, oh,
rolls.
you're like, this is basic. You're like, okay, cool. So you shut that machine. It's still spinning, but it's no longer feels like it's pulling energy from you, and you can kind of look. You can see like a weird like metallic-y color being ripped from you.
I have a quick question.
I have a quick
I've
answer.
been taking health damage.
Mm-hmm.
Am I also suffering elemental cost in
You
a way?
are.
How much?
At this point, you are pretty much at.
Holy fuck!
15.
16,
16?
because of Rufus.
Oh, great.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. So
So-
you have 3 cost until you are consumed.
Holy crap. Okay. I don't know that's happening, but I think Ivan is like twisting, trying to like he doesn't know that the heat shield's gone down, so he's just like fucking throwing the lance into
Okay, it's starting to
Con
slow down though.
Mm-hmm.
and basically yelling about releasing and like let go of friend and blah blah blah. And there's a lot of Russian mixed in there.
He just kind of like smiles while you're like impaling. You failed, huh?
I don't know. I don't give a shit. You're just fucking push a cracker. I made up words there, so delete that, please.
Okay.
Good.
I hate you.
He didn't have a choice.
I don't give a shit. You heard Carter.
See if he'll approve us.
I don't.
Hey, like, before you go.
Oh, no, he does. You guys are getting his approval.
So Ivan rips out the lance, shifts back to Carter. Carter runs over to this thing.
When you rip out the lance, by the way, it's like his body is crystalline on the inside.
I don't. That's cool. But Carter, so then it switched to a shield, right? So Carter runs up and like bashes into this. It's visibly slowing.
It's still real fast.
I think he's still gonna try and stop it.
Okay.
One might say it was at Mach speed and it's only just coming down.
Like I think
So you're gonna run toward bashing your shield into it?
I'm debating I'm trying to figure out if Carter would or would not.
To save go?
Probably would to save go. So
Gross.
despite whatever damage is gonna happen,
Especially now because it's slowing, you can see like you get that coppery smell. Like there is definitely blood somewhere.
yeah. So yeah, definitely gonna happen. So Carter runs up and tries to like
Shield bash.
shield bash and stop this thing from gyrating.
Okay.
anymore.
So you do. You're like, I'm gonna roll for
I'm
this.
not gonna roll for this. This is just gonna hurt. But as long as I stop it, I don't care what happens to me. So
Cool. It does not stop.
great.
It launches you back, and your shield is now divoted the wrong way.
Of course, all my shit breaks because I try and use it to help.
Do
me.
stupid things.
It's not.
That's not stupid. No. It's not stupid. I get the idea. I get you.
Everyone thinks it's stupid, but you, Caleb.
Their opinions don't matter. I am the GM.
I thought it was an in-character thing that he would definitely do
That's
because he wants to save his friend.
I'm just saying what Carter did was stupid. I'm not saying what you did was stupid. I'm saying what Carter did was stupid.
Seeing that play out, do I see a reverse button?
No.
Okay.
Hoping to slow it down by, yeah. Do I need to roll?
He's still alive. Huh? 1 fuck you for yes. 2 fuck yous for no.
Fuck you, Rufus.
There we are. And he sounds like he's getting real quiet, by the way.
No! Don't leave me. I'm actually really attached to him now.
Sorry, it's just because he's.
Literally melded onto my fucking elements. Yeah.
You see that little fluid above you?
I look up.
It's metallic colored. It's not you.
What is it? No!
I was kind of a dick anyways.
You could always drink it again.
I never... What?
You could always drink it and get him back.
No.
Don't do that. So, you see that he just like completely fades away. That cost is now no longer there, but we will have to figure that out at a different time.
I'll know.
Machine slows to a really good stopping point, stops, and it just like lowers you completely. And it's like,
Am I fucked up still?
oh yeah, when it drops down, you can see like it's like lesions of skin, like a band around the wrist is just gone. You can see like these wire things come out, and it's just like laying on the ground, just bleeding. You're down to 10.
Oh, thanks.
Do the mesh men do anything?
No, they just crumpled. Like they actually just like crumpled. Like there's.
But I
nothing.
still have all that elemental cost. Like, that permanent's gone.
The permanent one's gone, yeah, but all the ones that were from the machine sucking your life force away from you, those are still there.
So I'm 5 then.
Yeah.
I presume Carter's got go. Can I perception to try to chase after Remington?
You have no idea what happened to him. Like, it doesn't make... There's no doors over there.
Is Carter able to get to go, or is he pretty fuckered up?
You're able to get to him, just your shield won't retract.
I shake off the shield, throw it, like, it kind of like skids away. I run up, slide on my knees towards Go, kind of pick her up.
Now you're having issues within the reverse.
Yeah.
Reverse.
And I will basically force holy, sort of. Like, as powerful as I can possibly manage to do it. That's how much I'm going to do it. While like squeezing Go to my chest.
Cool.
Gross.
Yeah, I know.
Gay-ish.
Everywhere. I'm bleeding everywhere. No?
No.
So it's like that whole thing is like you're over-focusing, so you're over-complicating the procedure.
Yeah.
The door opens from over here, and you hear people just shouting, and you see G runs in.
Yep.
How are the other people reacting?
Which ones?
Just everyone but G.
They're like panicked. You hear yelling, and you hear what sounds like fighting happening.
Okay, I run toward that. Or are we trying to...
Get out.
Probably trying to get out.
Oh, I meant for the episode. No, I mean, I would head toward the fight.
Right. So you're running towards the fight. You come downstairs and now towards the fight. I have go. Are you able to move on your own? No? Okay.
I have 10 health and an elemental class that almost has me consumed. No.
Okay.
Yeah, whenever you pick her up, you
I'm
feel like
limp.
not you feel like limp, but you also feel like this like gnawing like negativity. Remind you of the feeling like whenever you guys were close to Rufus.
Right. So he's going to pick up go, kind of like cradle hold, walk over to his shield that he threw aside, kind of like, for lack of a better term, kick it and try and straighten it out a little. You know what I'm saying? Like, kind of like pop
Am
the
I
dent
taking
out.
bleeding damage?
Minor stuff, but not like enough to
Okay.
mark down at the moment.
So kind of does that and hopes that it retracts on its own. Leans down, picks it up. If not, I can...
One side of it retracts, but the other side does not.
I try and attach it to like my belt or something.
Okay,
Just
cool.
so I have it. And continue carrying go out. And I look towards Carlo, who is heading towards this fighting. And
G ran over to Khan, by the way.
right.
Eh,
That's fair. Not my concern. And I start to leave. I'm leaving the building. I know that we should. I know that we're supposed to find. Or I want to find Remington, but right now my concern is getting go back up and going. So that's what I'm doing. I'm leaving the building.
Okay.
And hoping Carlo will like get his information and follow, or do what Carlo does, which is what Carlo wants to do.
So, what do I see?
You're into the fighting. You see it's people from town fighting people that are working at the lab.
Okay. Can I get a general sense? Are people shouting? Anything specific? What exactly?
It's people like calling out. It's almost like they just now realize like how many people are missing.
Cool.
Roll for me really quick. This will be really easy as long as you don't botch. You're good. You see the cloak kind of thing of quoted L, and she's running up higher.
I follow after her
Okay.
as quick as I can.
Yeah, no, you're good.
What do I do? When I
You're
get-
just running after her at this moment. We're gonna try these two. So G gets up and she just kind of like you see she's crying, but she runs over to you and she starts healing.
Water. Yeah, I remember Waters being able to heal for some reason.
It's like they're parallel.
They can do healing of wound, but they can't heal elemental thing, except for
So-
spirit, because all water elementals have the ability of healing, except for ice.
That's fair.
Just like every fire elemental can't heal, except for holy.
Gotcha. Neat. So I don't let go of go.
She's fine. But you see, she's like, there's blood all over her hands. She's just like,
Yeah.
constant.
Yeah.
Okay. How much do I heal for?
You're up to 23.
Okay.
It's the best I can do. I'm so sorry.
She'll survive.
Sounds about right.
But this isn't done. I need you both to get upstairs now.
Can I at least walk now?
You can walk, but you're like, probably like, being like, why?
Not doing so hot still. Okay.
Um,
Well, if you'll support me, I can get upstairs.
I will put an arm around Go's, like underneath Go's arms, because
Okay.
I'm trying to figure out how we would do this height difference wise.
Yeah.
So I think if you put a hand on my left shoulder and I have my arm kind of wrapped around and underneath.
Yeah, no, that
your-
makes sense.
So yeah, that would.
You're
Because you're super tall compared to me.
You also notice really quick, because you're the ones that got like close to everything. You see that she has like a big cut on her face.
Go or G.
G.
G does.
And she's like muttering about like getting you guys up there fast as possible.
I say thanks.
He has her.
I say thanks, and I kind of like half run, like kind of like lunging, go forward, yeah, we go up the stairs.
Cool. So you guys are in there. People, it's a lot of people fighting over here.
Yeah.
So, like even the stairs are like covered in people at this moment now.
So then I will take my shield off of my belt and just that half shield and kind of like use it as kind of like
A wedge.
a wedge and kind of push
Move.
it. Yeah.
So as you're getting up the stairs, you can hear like screaming, and you can hear like that same machine kind of sound.
Okay. I keep running toward it.
So as you go, you see that there's Remington up there, and it's quoted Eleanor L, and she's like beating the shit out of him.
Okay. Anything else? Like,
Machine,
what is there? The machine? What?
the machine, it's like an older version of the one that was down there.
Okay, and who's in it?
It's Alma.
Okay. I head over to the control panel for that.
This one is weird. There's no buttons. It's just
A bunch of dials and crap.
Cool. Can I try to figure it out?
yeah. You can roll for it.
12.
You get it to kind of slow down, but you're not sure how to get it to shut off.
Okay.
And you see the moment where it splits.
Can I try to break it?
The panels.
Mhm.
Yeah.
Do I get the sense that would help? Or
No idea.
I'd like to just take another shot at it, so I don't know if I need to wait.
No, you can do it again.
Okay. 20.
20. So you get it to where it stops, but whenever it stops, it just drops both versions.
Okay. Does one have a different haircut?
No, but the hair is parted different.
Okay.
That's how Alma and Ida were created. Alma and Ada were created.
Okay. What happens at that point? What's going on with Remington?
You see that Eleanor, she like removes thing, and this time she like holds up her hand to her throat and she points at him, and you see one of the girls, like, you don't know which one it is, kind of the moment kind of thing, walk over, and they just stand on his throat,
Okay.
and he's like struggling to breathe.
God.
And he just gets like esophagus just crushed.
Okay.
As in he did that to them?
Mhm.
Oh.
And you feel his life just leave. But you notice it was like you feel like looking, you see like this black like sludge kind of thing slither out and just evaporate.
Okay. Can I get any of it in one of my flasks? Okay. I guess I'll head over to those people.
Okay, so Alma, Ada, and Eleanor,
Yeah.
you come over, and the twins, I'm just going to call them, it's easier to say, they look at you, and you get thrown against the wall.
Okay.
And I think that's probably when we enter.
So you see two Almas, which you will recognize probably as
So
Alma
it is
Ada.
distinctly okay. So does one of them look like Ada? Is what I was gonna ask. Is it the swoop
It's
versus
our
the bangs?
guess. It's our best guess.
Mm-hmm.
But yeah.
It's like before the bangs got cut kind of thing to tell them apart.
Oh. Oh, so Alma always had a swoosh? I thought she had bangs across her forehead. We never really
You
talked
don't
about
know.
that.
Anyway. Yep. Let's get his foot. Alright, so we're here. What were we supposed to do up here? Oh. Seriously? And I see that Remington's dead.
That smell is him. Your bowels always evacuate after you.
Good to know.
No, there's no way.
That can't be it. That can't be it.
What does Elle do?
She stands up. She walks over to both the girls and just holds them. Does the whole, both hands in the back of the head. And everything just stops.
Okay.
That's the end of this. Time. Who's here? Is it Harvard?
You hear Harvard's voice. Can't. Back. Can't.
Am I able to move?
You guys can move.
I walk over so that I'm at least in proximity of Carlo, just in case it's a proximity thing. We need to be kind of close, so we
Yeah,
can all go back.
I'm coming with you because I don't really have a choice.
Yeah.
So it gets a little bit clearer. Can't control explosion happening.
Oh.
Oh, the explosion where he paused everything
Yeah.
is about to happen.
So why are we here? Are we going? Is it
We
time?
have to get out
We were told to come up here.
by G. By G. Harvard, there's only one safe place because it paused, and it's still paused. And that's his house. Or the orphanage.
So do we beeline for the orphanage?
Fuck, good luck with that.
Do
we try to tell him that? Would he hear us?
Yeah, I guess we shout that we're going to the orphanage if that makes, and so you can get us back.
Everything kind of starts shifting a little bit.
Yup. And so I will pick up Go and start running out of the building.
Oh, piggyback.
We need the other three, though, right? Alma, Ida, and...
They're locked in time.
This is where they get stuck.
Okay.
This is
Back to the
where
orphanage.
the origin of everything pretty much takes place.
Yeah, I guess we head back to the orphanage.
Okay, so as you guys are going, you can see like things like disintegrating, like time is like losing its grip on them.
Neat. Yep, and we run out of the building.
When you get out, you can see like there's a light hitting the building, like around it thing, where it's almost like that.
Like a cap.
Mm-hmm.
Great. I run a little faster.
Cool.
Yeah,
Is there anything in front of the lab that we could use, a
To
carriage,
transport
horse,
quicker,
anything
yeah.
like that?
Nothing that will move.
Everything's frozen, so great.
We just gotta move, yeah. It's not that far. It's just down the hill, right?
It's far enough. Like this would be a shitty thing just to do normal thing, but since nothing else is moving or in the way, it's pretty easy to get to.
Yeah. So yeah, we get to the orphanage,
Cool.
and I think we should get onto the other side of the orphanage and hunker down a bit.
Okay.
We never got to interrogate that guy, did we?
Nope, sure didn't.
So as you guys hunker down and brace because you can feel everything rattling, you hear Eleanor's voice. And it's almost like the recording thing hit play somewhere kind of thing. The procedure happened. There was no way of stopping it. Tried our best. At one point, they even cut my tongue out and blinded me on one side. There are things that they cannot stop, and my cause for destruction is one of them.
Oh. Oh,
I know who you three are. I've known you for quite some time, and I will wait until I see you again. But this time, you won't get away.
Carlo, I don't even know who my character is anymore. Carter will, like, beat on his shield to, like, get it to pop out again, and then try and, like, put it between the three of us and the direction of the explosion.
Cool.
And, like, grab everybody, kind of, like, hunker everyone down behind it and hope.
Cool. So everything gets like that weird bright white light kind of thing, and you are back at the orphanage.
Is Harvard there?
It's the orphanage where Harvard would be, yes.
But he's not here.
He is not here.
Great.
Damn it, Harvard, we need your approval!
You do see a lot of blood.
Blood that wasn't here? Because there was some...
This is fresh blood.
I follow the blood.
It's just like splattered on the walls.
It's not a trail, it's just kind of everywhere. Great.
No.
Harvard explode?
No.
Is it that much blood?
There was a change to the timeline.
Right.
We put 2 little girls in that orphanage alone.
Well, fuck.
Yes, no?
Meh.
No, okay. My first thought was, oh no, Meg and Olivia exploded, and because Harvard didn't technically freeze it. No.
Is everything still, like, time frozen in mid-explosion? So all that's the same. There's just additional blood, which we can assume is probably Harvard's.
I'm still really fucked up.
That, or, I mean, when we left the orphanage, Alma was safely there, and the next time we saw her, Remington suddenly had her, so...
Shadow portals. Gotta love them.
I never thought I would say this, but I need a nun.
What?
We don't
Her
have anyone to heal my
elemental.
elemental costs.
Okay. Then we go find a nun. And then find Harvard. Again.
What nun? We killed the only nun that could do that. Wait, do we still have those bottles?
We do. Carlo. Actually, you have 2 of them.
Now you have them. Now they exist.
They exist. They didn't exist in the previous timeline. I drink 1. Will it heal all of it? Or will
It'll
part of
get you okay. It'll get you a good partial.
And Carlo has
It'll
1.
leave
You have
3.
1 as well.
Sounds good to me.
So you have 1 now, and Carlo has 1. I don't have any.
You guys going to walk outside?
Yes.
Yeah. I'll limp outside.
You go outside and it's like swirling cloud kind of thing.
No.
Dark amber lights, just like from the sky itself.
Similar to the anomaly at the school.
And like the town itself seems to be like shifted in a weird way. Like the buildings are like broken, kind of.
This is what happens
you
when
hear,
you
like,
fuck with time.
You hear sirens going off, and you hear people like calling out names and things.
Well, I hope we did the right thing.
What did we do exactly? We didn't do anything. We didn't succeed. The experiment still happened. The bad guy wasn't Remington. Never was. The whole thing
Not
was
that Remington. That
trouble.
Remington was black-haired. Our Remington was blonde.
I hope we did the right thing, even if it was failing. I don't know. Maybe we learned something we needed to know. We got the approvals we needed, but I don't know that matters anymore. I mean, we need
Fate and time.
You guys feel like that little like a small like energy kind of thing slowly come up. It's the time approval.
great.
Fuck you, Harvard! Give it to us face to face like a man!
So we need a fate, and then we find this.
No.
What? What did you just put together?
Remington better not be the fucking fate judge.
Oh God, no. No, you're good. You're good.
Oh,
All right, then.
we gotta find a fate.
Great. And I think all of our leads are dead or incapacitated, or in a different time. So do we go towards the swirling clouds of death?
End episode there. I'll end the episode on. So do we go towards the swirling clouds of death? Find out next time!
Seems like the best option.
All right, let's go to war.